Tanong naman natin si Mr. Go. Sabi niyo po, sir, wala ho talaga kayong account sa RCBC
Wala po.
at all.
Meron lang isa sa Trinoma.
I
That's
see.
corporate account.
Okay.
For our other
Yung
corporation.
Century Text ho yun.
Hindi po.
Ibang
that's
kumpanya.
Corporate account. I'm just
That's
the-
your only account in RCBC.
Trinoma.
At saka peso naman ho yun.
Peso at saka that
I
was
see.
2015.
Pero itong di umano'y nasa inyo, sa inyo yung pangalan ay wala kayong kinalaman
Wala
ho
po.
dyan.
Wala
Hindi
po.
kayo ang nabukas niyan.
Wala po.
And
Never.
as you said earlier, silang nagbukas para sa inyo.
Yes, wala po minubuksan
Oo.
dyan.
Anong role sa tingin mo ni Mr. Peñalosa dito sa pagbukas ng account? May role ho ba
Wala ko
siya?
idea po.
No idea.
Walang idea.
Okay. Pero sa tingin ko, dahil nasa sa inyo nakapangalan, I'll ask RCBC. Do you consider it Mr. Go's account because it's in his name? Whose account do you consider it to be?
Mr. Senator, I cannot speak if even an account exists under bank secrecy.
Well, assuming, let's do a hypothetical.
But if hypothetically, I mean, if the account holder
Hypothetically, you would rely on the person whose name. So you would give it prima facie acknowledgement as the account of the account holder, barring any evidence to the contrary.
yes.
May I interject?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, because one of the questions I wanted to ask was whether Mr. William Sogo is willing to waive his bank secrecy.
I was just about to ask,
Yeah,
Mr. Chair.
on that particular account. But then maybe I think we should ask Governor Espinilla. We have a situation where the bank secrecy law requires a written waiver of the owner of the funds. The purported owner denies owning the account. So who will issue now the waiver?
Yeah.
Who will issue now the waiver?
Next one. How are you willing to issue a waiver?
It's like it's a fictitious account, Mr. Chairman.
I can't hear you, sir. I can't
It seems
hear.
like it's a fictitious account.
It's a fictitious account. So how do we get a waiver now from the owner? Is there any RCBC? Can you help?
Hindi kasi, Mr. Chair, in the case of the four earlier, RCBC said they cannot say it's the Bank of Bangladesh because it's still an allegation na hack sila. So they're giving faith and credence to the four people who opened the account. In this case, there is an account opened in the name of Mr. Go. So maybe we should ask Mr. Go, sir, sabi nyo hindi sa inyo yan. Are you willing to issue a waiver in writing na on the off chance na kino-consider for that particular account lang? Total, hindi naman sa inyo yun di ba? Hindi naman sa inyo yun So why not issue it? Para matulungan yung Kongreso,
Your Honor,
matulungan yung
Your Honor,
publiko.
Hindi ko po account yan. I cannot do anything about that.
Your Honor,
Miss
if I may just
Marcel, yes?
Miss Marcel, if I may just suggest if it's because we're trying to come up with a clean legal structure here in case where there's an account where the account holder claims it's not his. So who will sign the waiver? If Mr. Go is willing to put in writing that he denies that the accounts are his, alleged accounts are his, but nonetheless he is willing to execute a waiver for any account that may be attached to his name, then we would consider that valid written consent, and I may speak about it, Your Honor.
So if Mr.
Okay.
Go issues a waiver, you will recognize
Written
it.
waiver.
To repeat.
Yes.
Oh, that's clear, Mr. Chair. So we'll ask Mr. Go. Kahit hindi po sa inyo yon, assuming nasa pangalan niyo po, would you issue the waiver? Oh.
Hindi pwede do akin yan eh.
Ha?
No.
Hindi akin yan.
Hindi, but kaya nga. So, para makita ng publiko kanino yon, if you're confident that it's not your money, you would issue the waiver, di ba?
Your Honor, why will I issue waiver? That's not mine.
Yeah, that's the point.
Kasi nasa pangalan ho ninyo
It might also implicate him because he's saying it's not his. And so why is he issuing a waiver?
He can issue a hypothetical waiver.
Your Honor,
Ms. Marcel, yes?
if it would be worded in the way, and this is really addressed to his lawyer, that he does not admit and specifically
Yes.
denies these accounts are his, but nonetheless, for purposes of discussing this account, he would be willing to sign a waiver because from all that I've heard here, and I'm speaking theoretically, it appears that he is being pointed to as the account holder.
Mr.
So
Go?
there's no admission.
Is your lawyer amenable?
With your permission,
Yes, identify yourself, please.
I
Sir.
am Ramon S. Esguerra, Your Honor.
Okay.
And with the permission of
Please proceed.
the honorable senators, and with your indulgence, I have advised Mr. Go not to give his consent or to that to the request of the waiver. Earlier, the good counsel, external counsel for RCBC, went to see me actually asking for the written consent of Mr. Go. But that would be an admission, in effect, that the account is owned by Mr. Go. We have written RCBC under date of March 1, 2016, which they received on March 2, saying that Mr. Go does not own the account, and they need to look into, examine what actually transpired, why Mr. Go suddenly had an account with a bank. So if we give the consent or the waiver that they are seeking now, are we not in effect admitting it? Your Honors, you must understand that Mr. Go is prepared to sue the bank together with Ms. Tikito. We have indicated that in our meeting with them. And if we give the consent now, I know where they're coming from, I also understand. But we are somehow caught in a predicament that we cannot allow our client to own an account that is not his, at least by implied admission.
Okay, I think that's pretty clear. Even if we disagree with his stance, that's his stance, and we cannot, maybe the recourse here is to apply for AMLA to apply with the court's court permission, and court to apply for a court order to open the account, since it seems to be a nobody owns account. Senator Angara, please
Just
proceed.
to finish off your point, Mr. Chair, what happens to an account like that no one claims? It's just it just remains secret. There's no more money, for example.
An account that's not claimed, Your Honor, eventually it goes to the government in S-Street. It goes dormant. If it's an account theoretically that would be deemed falsified by the bank, then the bank makes an internal investigation and determines who are the culpable personalities and files criminal cases against them. That's what the bank does as a matter of policy.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Last question is, what is RCBC's policy regarding dormant accounts? When does an account become dormant?
I think 2 years of inactivity is our
Okay.
policy.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm satisfied.
Okay. But anyway, by the way, AMLA has the power to just to get an inquiry to look into the account, just to see the transactions where it went. Okay.